So most people are shipping cards completely wrong. They don't even realize it. I'm about to give y'all 3 examples of kind of a shipping budget for somebody with $40 to spare, and then maybe with like $80 to spare, and then if you know 250 plus to spare, what all you could get for that. Okay, let's start off with like the $40 tier. $40 tier. What I'm gonna suggest is, let's say a penny sleeve. We'll need that. Move these out the way. We need a card, some stamps, and an envelope. I'm going to suggest the most basic situation for you starting off your business, whether it's selling sports cards, Magic, Pokemon, they all kind of work the same, is plain white envelopes. You can get them in bulk on like Amazon. I'll also have links down below to everything that I use, and all through Amazon. Everything's really cheap. I get these envelopes in bulk, and they go 2 cents a piece. So 2 cents, about 75 cents for a stamp, penny for a penny sleeve, and that is essentially all you need. I do like a piece of printer paper in this situation if you got a low budget, and we will get thermal. We will buy a thermal printer. That's the only thing that I suggest for this video. If you got $40 to spend, go buy a thermal printer. If you got $50 to spend, buy a thermal printer, buy some penny sleeves, and some masking tape. And I suggest like a painter's tape like this. This it's like the adhesive doesn't stick. It doesn't leave like a residue at the bottom. It's very multi-purpose, and you can see I used the whole roll in 3 months. But they're like a dollar, maybe a dollar, $1.50. So I don't even count it on my my spreadsheet that shows all my supply costs. I don't even count the tape because there's you use so little, and I'll show you. Okay, we're gonna assume you went out and bought a thermal printer. I got some links below if you want to use those. 40 bucks get you a thermal printer that's lasts me over 1,000 prints. This is my virtual address, so that's fine. I'm hiding the person's address because it's about to be a real order I'm about to pack for y'all. So I'm not gonna pack a real order actually. I'm gonna use a real label that I printed, but I'm not gonna do a real order because I'm gonna use this card as an example later for something you don't do. But for $40, buy you a thermal printer, get your printing label. I like to take the card, put it in a penny sleeve, and you're gonna take your piece of paper, and I like to tuck it. I'll put a piece of tape right here just to secure. Oh, I'll show you. So I'll put a little piece just to secure it down. Give it a fold over. Fold over. I mean, obviously make it nicer. I'm just doing it quick for a video. Fold, fold, and then I would tape. Well, I guess I'll just show the whole process. And then I would tape down the corner. So now your card is kind of secured. It has what, 7 layers of paper there. It's in a penny sleeve. Like that is pretty durable. And then what I like to do is to take like where my tape is already. I put a little piece of it hanging off, and then in your envelope, what I like to do, and this I seen this in a video probably about a year ago, and I don't know who did it, so I can't credit them, sorry, but leave the little piece and then tuck this in the corner and then tape it down. So now it is like, it is locked in there in a corner, nice and tucked. And then that's it. Then you peel the thing, lay it down. I will take this, I like to put it over the seam, kind of give it some extra protection down. Stamp go in the top right corner, and then that's it. And I got some cheaper envelopes here, but what I like to do is like if you tape this down and you see like this flap and you're kind of scared of that flap hanging out like that, I will take something like this, and then I would just a little piece of tape fold down the ends just for my own safety. So that's it. You got $40. I'd say maybe $50 max. Go buy you a thermal printer, get you a pack of just and look how nice. This is the experience of the guests when they get it back. You get it back, it's still tucked. You get to unwrap it, and then everything is nice and like it's actually secured. I've gotten stuff sent back to me like a return to sender, like it just didn't make it to their address. And when I get it back 2 weeks later, and the envelope is wet because it's been through the ringers and all that, and then I get it back and everything is like nicely secured, it feels good. So thermal printer, piece of tape, penny sleeve, paper. and then your stamps are 75 cents. So then you could get each order out for 2 cents for the envelope, 75 for the stamp. And I mean, if you want to count a penny for the paper, I got so much paper, I don't even count that. So 77 cents, you can get this shipped out. Also these, you get like 500 when you buy the thing, and I bought 500, not even a penny a piece. So for 77 cents, you can get it shipped out and secure, and it looks professional. All right, let's bump up to an $80 tier here. So we're going to assume the order's a little bigger. And let's get this off. We're going to assume this order is just a little bit bigger, and you need a little bit better setup that looks a little bit more professional. So we got a bigger order. We have, you know, maybe a little stack of cards. And these are kind of, we'll call them pricey cards. We'll say these are like, you know, $5 a pop. You're looking at an $80 order here. You do not want to put that in an envelope. But what we could do here is get a team bag. I think I have my team bags. They go for 4 cents a piece. Team bag, seal it up. And now here's the situation. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use my packing paper. Well, now we're using an $80 setup. You go buy you a printer. A printer costs 25, 30 bucks. And then you can print out, let's see if I can do this without doxing anybody. You can print out a packing slip like this that comes out with every order. And then what I like to do is take that packing paper, fold it backwards, same thing. I'll put it on the end, put a piece of tape. Oh, I'm trying not to dox this person here. And then I'll fold it up. Or maybe we just do it backwards. Let's see. I'm putting it in the paper. Fold the paper, and then I would fold it over itself again and do the tape method. Yeah, fold it up, then I'll do the tape method. And then next thing you know, you have a nice little compact packing sheet over your cards. And then for a bubble mailer, a little bit easier. I like to get these. They got a little bit of protection in there. Like not enough to like ship a slab by itself, but I'll put a little extra padding for a slab and some cardboard. But to ship some cards like this, nice and easy. And then for your $80 setup, if you're going to ship just one card, what we could do is say it isn't over 20 bucks and you can still use your PWEs on like eBay and stuff like that. We'll take it in a penny sleeve into a top loader. And I'm going to follow the same process. I'm going to take this. I am going to put it into the packing paper. Remember, this is the packing slip because now we're printing packing slips with our better one. And it'll be the exact same process, just with a top loader on it. And the top loader will help give even more stability to your plain white envelope. So that's how you could do one card single in a plain white envelope, or you can do like a stack of 8 cards that are more valuable. I'm gonna bypass well, what if it's 10 cards or 15 cards and the weight of stamps. So I'm gonna bypass all that. There's plenty of videos out there. If y'all need, I could do a video. But essentially, if everything weighs under 1 ounce, you use 1 stamp. If it weighs up to 2 ounces, you can use a stamp and an extra ounce stamp, which is something like this. It counts as an extra ounce, but it only costs like 35 cents. So if you do like 2 ounces in an envelope, you would do 1. You have to do the forever, and then an extra ounce. So then you could do up to 2, 3, etc. All right, now we're gonna move on to $250 setup. You got all the money. You made some money from your business. You went and bought you a scale. So now you know exactly how much everything weighs when you start selling bigger orders in boxes. You're doing envelopes to a T. You're penny pinching perfectly. You went and bought your little $10 to $20 food scale. It works just fine. You're now rocking with bubble mailers. You went and got you business cards. So we went and got 2,000 business cards. They cost 16 cents a piece because, you know, we went all out. We got some nice cards. You got your packing paper because you went and bought a you went and bought a printer. We got a printer. We got tape. We got nice cards. We got bubble mailers and team bags and penny sleeves, and it's everything. And then you got also a workspace to work on. My camera's kind of low, so you can't see my workspace, but I got a big 7 foot by 5 foot L-shaped workspace that I get to work on. House my computer and everything that I do. So it's very nice. But that is how you scale up, man. You can start off with literally a blank piece of paper like this, just a blank piece of paper, and you know, make sure your card is pretty secure. You got a penny sleeve, it's tucked nicely. it's slid into the bottom of the envelope, and just make it look presentable. It don't have to be, you know, perfect starting off. And then as you make 40 more bucks, you buy your printer. Well, now you're shipping out these real packing slips, and it looks way more professional whenever they can get their order and see their invoice to know, you know, that you're running a business here. And get you some bubble mailers. They're pretty cheap. I think mine run like 7 cents a piece. That's not too bad. And then remember, if you can buy in bigger bulks, you save more money in the long run. So, you know, you buy more cards, you buy more penny sleeves, you buy more top loaders, buying your paper, buying your tape, everything. If you just buy in bigger bulks, you save pennies here and there. Now, what you don't want to do, and if you stuck around this far, you know, you might be curious, because I actually had a Whatnot streamer the other day. I tried to join a break, energy break, and apparently I didn't get in. I'm not sure what his game he was running, but instead I got a wheel spin. I paid like 58 bucks to get into this energy break, and I end up winning, I guess, this Sizzler EX. And don't look it up, it's only 37 cents. So I paid $58 for this 37-cent card, and it's in, like, you know, PSA 9, maybe PSA 9 standard. So I came and graded it. Not that it'd been worth anything, grade it, but I paid, you know, $58 or whatever it was after shipping and tax, all that, for this 37-cent card. And I'm gonna show you exactly how it came to me. There it is. And these bubble mailers are kind of nice. There's a little bit more bubble to them. The one he shipped it in was more of an envelope bubble mailer, so there was like less bubble to it and just kind of a big envelope. So his shipping was like $6, and I literally did this. I ripped it off. There was a shipping. He did have got my shipping label. There was like a shipping label over the front end like this, and the shipping was fast. It came in like 2 days. But I literally did this and like looked in, and my card was just like this. And it probably, look, it kind of has a little warp to it. Now whether that happened in shipping or not, I can't say. But if you ship this in this, I promise you it will warp. It will be thrown by a post office employee. It's probably thrown by him and his buddy. I was very disappointed in his shipping. But you know, if it would have came in well, I mean, first of all, if I paid 58 bucks for this card, you can use 5 cents for a top loader. You use 5 cents for that. You can use your packing slip, because I'm sure on Whatnot there's packing slips. So doom. Let's see. I'm just doing this real fast for y'all. But if it's like this, that's pretty secure. There's a little wiggle to it, but that's pretty tough. And then when you throw this in here, you throw in a business card, and now look at that. Oh, so much better. Like it just feels, and then look, that's sturdier. I mean, you can't really tell, but like that's sturdier. So then whenever I'm going in and I'm upset about my card, I can be like, okay, he got a business card. I know where to find him at. Actually, it's probably best he didn't put a business card. He just blocked me. He just, I asked him if all I got was the 32-cent card for my $58. And he said, you bid on what you won, and blocked me. And actually called me, kind of said some bad things, like some bad words in the DMs. I mean, you gotta leak that. It's all good. But yeah, man, you could do simple things to make it look a little bit more professional. I didn't realize there was so much demand on how to ship, and I think from a smaller person like me, you can go find RNG and all these other cats that have showed you how to do it. Because trust me, I've watched over 100 videos of how to pack. I didn't even know what a stamp was. I'm gonna be honest. I never had to use a stamp ever, so I had to learn how to use a stamp. So I made a promise to a bunch of people I'd make a quick video to show everybody, and maybe this helps somebody else out in the future. And it may be a year from now, and maybe I'm a big channel and somebody's watching this like, he said he was a small channel. You know, that's ideal. But yeah, guys, that will be it. Want to make a quick video show y'all. Any other questions, you're welcome to ask down below. I do have all my links, a bunch of Amazon links down below of everything I actually use. And if y'all got any questions, I will answer them in the comments. Until next time, guys, the swamp is growing. Don't get lost out there.